It is the stuff of legends, where legacies are created and history is made. The season of sweat and toil, merely a prelude, a dress rehearsal for the ultimate challenge, where echoes of past triumphs still linger. For those who dare to reach for greatness, destiny awaits. This is the NBA playoffs. South Beach, good shot for the Miami side. This is a do-or-die situation. Big game 5. Always decisive. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan here with Steve Coincourt Kellogg, and welcome to 2K Sports and the NBA. We'll see Brooklyn and the Miami Heat. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. One of the game changers in the NBA. We'll be watching Dwyane.
One of the things you know you're going to see from this guy is his skill running the pick and roll. He knows exactly how to run a defender directly into that screen, and then a beautiful passing ability, setting up layups and jump shots.
And here's something else, Steve. He invites contact when he's attacking the rim. He doesn't try to finesse his way through anything. He's going through bodies.
Taking a look at Miami, they've made pretty short work of the competition. Just 2 losses so far in the postseason.
And Kevin, their fans are going to welcome them home with style. They want to see this series come to an end tonight. And with the 3-1 series edge, I think that's probably what's going to happen.
Probably is a good word in this situation. They did what they needed to get back home with a chance to close it out in front of their fans. But if they can't do it, they'll have to go back on the road for Game 6. And this series could take on a whole new texture.
Now here's Johnson. Pierce inside the 3-point line, and that one goes long.
Great defensive anticipation there to challenge that shooter.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. Brooklyn with the ball. They're coming to this game after losing on Saturday.
Their offense really sputtered in that game. They went through stretches where points became very hard to come by.
And see, their play wasn't terrible. It wasn't too bad, but this game still is about making shots, and the shot making wasn't there.
Now here's James, following the miss by Paul Pierce. It's LeBron with the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Some weak defensive coverage there. And I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim.
Now here's Williams. 14 feet away. That's good. And here are the Heat now. Wade, right side, kicks it out to LeBron. Drills the three-pointer. James has got 6.
Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
Minutes have gone 1 of 3 for the team that's got this one so far. Outside Williams. Pass to Johnson. It's going to be 2 free throws, 2 contact on the shot. That's on Dwyane Wade. Well, he holds the reins to this team, and we're seeing some examples of that, Steve, right now.
Yeah, they look cohesive. Anytime he takes control, you just feel this group come together.
Yeah, it's priceless when you have a guy who sets the example he does and then backs it up with timely communication as well as consistent performance.
And both free throws good for Johnson. Now Chalmers to the inside. The drive by LeBron. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And that's what I'm talking about. That's how you do it. Find the gap in the defense and attack that rim with force.
He is so good at doing just that.
Maybe as good as anybody. He's so athletic and strong.
And there's Joe Johnson on the assist by Williams.
Beautiful finger roll to cap that drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
LeBron against Pierce. LeBron James again. LeBron's got 10 points in the game.
Red hot, right out of the gate. Built for four shooters.
Williams kicks to Johnson. Back to Williams. Feeds it to Johnson. Another one called for Brooklyn. The Heat with the lead. LeBron James on the wing. Lopez with the steal. Here's Williams. And it's all evened up.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
Now, here's Chalmers. Dishes it to Wade. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exciting?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does it.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
And the Nets with possession here after the Heat pick up two. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
The Heat have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. James. That's good, and so Chalmers with the assist. Chalmers has got his 3rd assist on the night. Now Williams. He feeds it to Pierce. Right side Pierce. Johnson from outside. That's good. Johnson's got 11 points.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Wade kicks to LeBron. Patty outside. Kevin Garnett with the steal. He kicks it to Johnson. That drops. He's got 13. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Nets.
Where their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. The Heat trail by 3. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra was saying to his team. He said, this is not a game we need to play cautiously. We need to be aggressive. We've got a shot, take it. It's still very early in this game, so there's plenty of time for those changes to take effect, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Here's Terry after the made shot from Hazard. Terry kicks to Williams. Passes the block. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If the shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
And the jam by Udonis Haslem. There it is, guys. That Olay defense just watching them go Clark right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Allen for the 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
He's one of the guys they don't mind taking the 3 in transition when he's that open. He's lethal out there.
Terry outside. Miami grabs the miss. 23 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Allen inside the 3-point line. Can't hit. Excellent D there from Williams. Brooklyn trailing. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down. Tremendous stuff from a guy Clark we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move and 2 big points, too.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one falls for Williams. Here's Cole. Tries from 16. No good on that last second attempt there. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Nets out in front, leading by a point. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, Clark and Steve, what do you guys think about what they have or haven't been doing?
And I thought the key to that first quarter, guys, was the turnovers they faced with that aggressive defense.
Well, the defense, as you said, Steve, has been really aggressive, and it's paid off for them a few times already.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Heat, Norris Cole is out there with Allen. Then there's Lewis. Then there's Beasley. And it's Haslam at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Good substitution here for Brooklyn. Here's Chalmers. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Wade left side. Wade left side. Anderson right side. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwyane Wade. Anderson's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Miami. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. Taylor kicks to Ellington. Now the dish to Johnson. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Offline with the baseline cover. Chalmers with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. Here's James. 12 points for him. Anderson passes to LeBron. It's stolen by Johnson. To the left side wing. Ellington from outside. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And Miami shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Taylor attacking. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. In a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Heat.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in this first half.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Lopez comes in for Andre Bloch, and it's Garnett in for Andre Kirilenko.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to come up totally empty there.
And after that last game, Clark, I'm not surprised to see him so hot. He's got it rolling right now.
Now here's Taylor. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Lopez with the ball. And Bosch picks him up defensively. Taylor dishes to Lopez. That drops. Lopez has got the game tied up here for the Nets. Here's James. 14 points for him. It's stolen by Taylor. Quarter two, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Johnson kicks to Lopez. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. Fourth, LeBron James.
Boy, he has been fantastic in the playoffs. I mean, the stats prove that out. Defensively and second chance points, he's working harder than some of the other players. He's hungry for a championship, and he's playing like it.
Now here's Johnson. 13 points in the game. Just 5 to shoot. With the shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
What was the defense doing there? He is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Odin's checked in. The Heat have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Nets trail by 3. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
LeBron against Pierce. Outside Williams. Now here's Pierce. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Pierce has got his second bucket of the night.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
Here's LeBron. 17 points in the game. Dwyane Wade on the wing.
He's just gone cold since the start of this quarter, guys.
Again, the miss by the Heat. Here's the pass to Garnett. Here's dishes to Williams. Outside Williams. The pass to Garnett. Pocket 6. Just his first attempt. And he tries off the pass, but it's no good. The Heat have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 and 6. Here's Battier. Nailed from three-point land. Battier's got the lead up to 4 now for Miami.
Well, he's got that quick trigger, a very quick trigger on his shot, and doesn't hesitate to pull up as soon as he gets his hands on the ball. He's a very aggressive player.
Well, defensive pressure is always going to be at its weakest in that instant when the pass gets there. So having a good feel for the catch and shoot serves him well.
Andre Kirilenko's checked in for Brooklyn. Terry comes in for Joe Johnson. Garnett kicks to Williams. Back to Garnett. Out to Kirilenko. Shoots. Another shot. That's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And the Nets will get a change here. Allen against Terry. And there's the feed to Kirilenko. Back to Terry. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Fades. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Garnett. Miami's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Out to Battier. Stolen by Anderson. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break, and it's blocked by Beasley, and they get it back. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Andre Watch, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Left side, Kirilenko. Back to Anderson. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Chris Anderson is checked in for Shane Battier. .104 left in the first half of the game. Cole, the pass to Haslam. Cole dishes to Haslam, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. And here is Williams. 5 points in the game. Right side, Williams. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. Here's Watch. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
First trip to the line for him here. No good on the free throw. The second from the line. Heat leading by 3. 29 seconds seconds left in the first half of basketball. Now in pitch to Anderson. 7-foot shot. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Pass to Anderson. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Allen fires. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
How about that one? A perfect finish to the half for them to tack another 3 points onto their lead.
And the first half ends in a close one. Heat lead by 5. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
I'm here with Joe Johnson. And Joe, one of the challenges with having such a deep roster like yours is figuring out everyone's roles in the system. How is the new chemistry coming together with a mix of all-star talent?
We're just trying to feel one another out. It's a long season, so obviously early in the season, man, we're just taking our time right now, trying to fill our way through everything, and everything else takes care of itself.
There's no doubt it's a process, Joe. Thanks for the time. Guys?
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Round 2 of the NBA playoffs is in full swing. This is 2K Sports. The Heat are doing very well so far. One look at their field goal percentage says it all. They're scoring at will. For LeBron, it's been way too easy against this Nets defense. What he's been able to do from the field has been nothing short of spectacular. Only a select few players in the league can shoot the ball like that. And still hanging in there, the Brooklyn Nets. They need to win badly, facing elimination here in Game 5. A solid performance by Joe Johnson. He's got 13 points, and he's been working to get great looks from the field, making his trips to the free throw line count as well. That's it for me here in the studio. Time to send you back out to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the start of the third quarter.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we're back here at Game 5 with more action about to get underway. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
I know we've said this many times before, but I'll say it again. He had a great first half, just an explosive offensive display there.
At the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had. He can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
So for Brooklyn now, on the perimeter, the all-star trio of Williams, Johnson, and Pierce. Down low, Kevin Garnett and Brook Lopez. Here's Williams. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, we have a lot of spectacular passes in the NBA. I think he's right up there with the best of them. If you had to pick the passer, maybe who does it with the most style, the most flair, I think he's your man.
And you know what else I like about him, Steve? He'll do whatever it takes to help that team out. We've seen him take some absolutely gut-wrenching charges that a lot of other guys would simply avoid.
The Heat leading by 4. LeBron passes to Bosh. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Bosh has got his first points of the night.
Well, he's off and running right off the bat here in the second half.
Williams against Chalmers. Williams attacking. And the shot is good from Garnett. Garnett's got his second bucket of the night.
And things are going to come way too easy for him if he can get that deep post position.
I agree with you, Steve. You got to deny him the ball down there as best you can.
Now here's Wade. Shot's good by Bosh.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Next trail by 6. Williams attacking. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Williams has got 8. Timeout called the Heat.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He wants his players to step up the pace. He told them they should be looking to get out and run every chance they get. There was something else he mentioned, too. He wants them to utilize the pick and roll as much as possible in their coming possessions. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. That's good. The Heat lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Paul Pierce.
Perfect on their first 3 shots now. That's the way to start the second half.
Pierce against LeBron. Right side Bosch from 11 feet away. Rebound, Brooklyn. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing, doesn't it, Steve?
It sure does, and now it's to the point where they just feel unstoppable.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Yeah, they're moving the ball now. 8 of the last 10 points coming off assisted buckets.
Steve, nothing makes a coach smile as much as pure, selfless teamwork.
Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. In the 3rd spot, Dwyane Wade.
Well, you always want to shoot a high percentage, and that goes back to the kind of shots you get. But there's no better time than the postseason to knock down most of the shots that you take.
Here's Johnson. 13 points in the game. In low to Garnett. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra was saying to his team. He outlined a new set of priorities for them. The main one being to attack the basket at every opportunity. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Wade. Nets trail by 4. Outside Williams. Into Lopez. That's good.
You know, they've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside.
Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
Now here's Wade. He has 6. LeBron drives in. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch rate. LeBron's got 19 points.
I'll tell you what, LeBron's been absolutely soar into the finish. Remember last year, the alley-oop in the conference finals against Indiana just almost put his head on the rim.
Air freight is a nickname we could dub LeBron James. I mean, he's an unstoppable force and an immovable object. Defensively, the strength, length, mobility. He can wall you up and lock you down and put you away.
Here's Wade. Deron Williams picking up that last basket. The 9-foot shot. Wade can't hit.
Boy, he should have made that one. He had plenty of cushion between himself and the defender.
Williams attacking. LeBron with the block. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Bosch pushes to LeBron. Back to Bosch. Cannot hit. Good D by Lopez.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
Williams kicks to Pierce. Johnson outside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Williams for 3. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. And that's 13 points for Williams.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
LeBron drives in. Steve, this game has a lot of character here in the 3rd period.
Yeah, you know what, guys? I love seeing this type of action. A competitive, compelling matchup. A lot of lead changes here so far.
Yeah, 6 in total. But this has been a great game. Both teams playing hard and really competing out there.
Williams with the ball. Now guarded by Chalmers. Lopez a screen. Garnett with the screen for Johnson. Pierce. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Pierce has got 8 points.
Kevin Garnett sacrificing his body on the defender there.
Dwyane Wade on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Wade passes to Bosch. And that one's good. Bosch has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, this quarter has been awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
Williams kicks to Pierce. Finds it from 19. Rebounded by Vadier.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
The Nets have gone 6 of 9 at the line. Free throw, no good. And a new group in for the Nets. Andre Kirilenko is checked in for Garnett. Alan Anderson comes in for Paul Pierce. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Johnson. And it's Terry in for Darren Williams. And he sinks the second.
Well, he could have done a little better on that trip to the foul line, but he was able to tie this game up. I'd like to see him go 2 for 1 here.
I would too. They need to make this a quick possession and a fruitful one too.
That's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jumpers.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the third. Here is Ellington, defended by Allen. This one for 3, and Ellington is good for 3. Ellington's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3.
Chalmers dishes to Haslam. Kicks to Allen. The tray. Here's Beasley, and he drops him away up off the glass. And the Heat lead by 2.
Boy, he has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They got a battle inside.
Well, this game has been tough, Clark. I mean, they're getting after it. I think they're starting to run a little bit low on energy, possibly.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference Semis. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This was such a pretty pass, Kevin. Beautiful assist, and of course it turned into the easy basket. So I think it was just a gorgeous play there.
Amy's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. We got Allen. Lewis is out there with Beasley. And there's Haslam. And it's Chalmers in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Lewis gets to Haslam. And Chalmers goes, jamming that one home.
Hang time on that one. Put a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game. And those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
Oh, boy. Whipped cream, cherry on top. It always comes back to dessert.
Here's Terry, following the score by Miami. 6 on the shot clock. 3 dishes at the blush. Johnson attacking. No good. And Miami the other way now. Lewis passes to Beasley. Back to Lewis. Pass to Allen. Launches it. And that one's good.
Well, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Terry with it. Johnson outside. And he gets it to go.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Timeout called the Heat.
Well, he's got to get everybody on the same page. I mean, that's the reason for this timeout. And if that happens, I think they can improve and start playing better.
You know, it's a coach's job to always try to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the opponent and to look for that extra edge if you can. And I think he feels like he might have seen one.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard it.
Thank you, Doris. Brooklyn with the ball. The Heat getting the bucket. To the middle, here's Kirilenko. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got his 5th assist in this one.
You know, with the size advantage, is that pronounced? I mean, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
Here's Johnson after the Heat pick up 2. Pierce dishes to Kirilenko. Pierce kicks to Garnett. Shoots from the baseline. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Boy, bad timing. Now is not the time to be giving him that shot.
The Heat leading by 5. LeBron outside. Feeds to Bosh. And that is good. Bosh has got 10 points in just the second half.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Andre Kirilenko. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, Kevin. Jason Kidd was just going over the plan with his team. He mentioned defensive strategy right away. He wants fewer bodies in the paint and more on the perimeter to contest those perimeter jump shots. He then added a message about getting physical, playing with energy, saying, quote, let's make sure we're the ones dictating the way this game is played. So Coach waiting until the final stages to pull a few tricks out of his sleeve. Kevin, let's see if he's made a wise decision.
Thanks, Doris.
And the D is having problems stopping the mid-range jumper. They're not really closing out on them as much as they should be.
Yeah, they've been under 6 of the last 10 points that come by way of that jump shot, Clark.
And look now how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Miami.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
Well, their passing also continues to be outstanding, Clark. In the second half, we were really seeing a good, efficient offense as a result of that ball movement.
With the teardrop out of bounds, next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Brooklyn with the ball. They trail by 6. Lopez passes to Pierce. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Now Chalmers. It's deflected. Pierce with the steal. Williams inside. And there's the rejection. But he recovers it. Back to Pierce. Second shot opportunity. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got assist number 8 here in this one already. For Miami, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the 4th. Going.
And that's a punch to the jaw. This game, as tight as it can be, he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But I don't know that he planned it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
Well, he's the one guy they don't mind attempting something like that in a close ball game.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the score by Miami.
Well, Williams has been great. He has 15 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
Well, and he's got this team in such a good groove right now. The way he's moving the ball and passing, getting everybody involved, they're in a great flow.
And both free throws good for Williams.
He just has such a great rhythm at the line, whether it's with a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance like it is now.
James kicks to Chalmers. No good on the triple. For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the 4th quarter. Williams can't hit.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And the call will be against Williams. That is his 4th
first foul of the game.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
You know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
The drive by James. Laid outside. From the baseline. They grabbed their own miss. Bosch, that's good. Bosch has got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, it's been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Wade dishes to Charles. Kevin Garnett with the steal. Johnson, the pass to Williams. Garnett trying to break loose. Williams can't hit.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his mates in the last quarter.
He's so reliable when he gets in tight, guys, and that hoop there gives him a nice little cushion here late.
Absolutely critical chase right here.
Yeah, they need this one to go their way, Kevin.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And I think this is going to be too much to overcome, Clark. What do you think?
All the sand in the hourglass is gone, and I agree with you.
Johnson from outside. Another miss by Johnson. Here's Chalmers. This is to LeBron. Wade outside. And so the Miami Heat have won the series. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
And now let's go over to Doris Burke on the sideline for an interview with the Jordan Player of the Game. Doris, take it away.
LeBron, you have plenty of postseason experience, and tonight you looked very calm and collected. Describe the sort of intensity and/or pressure you felt internally coming into tonight's game.
It's the playoffs. I mean, if you don't feel some type of pressure, or you don't feel anxiety or feel excitement about the postseason, then something is wrong inside you. So, as a leader of this team, I'm just trying to make the play to help our team win, and we're happy we're able to get it.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Doris. Time for us to say so long. Thanks for watching our coverage of the second round of the NBA playoffs. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long as we present the Jordan Player of the Game.
Wait.